Hello and welcome to the Snyder Syndicate. So today we're going to be talking about Alaska Airlines and just really all major airlines. But recently Alaska Airlines had a fucking door blow off one of their flights. And, they're one of these airlines preaching diversity hiring. And this is not the time. Okay? It doesn't make any sense that you are so focused on diversity and inclusion hiring within the airline industry. You should be hiring based off of the skills of the people. Okay? It doesn't matter if they're black, white, Arab, maybe Arab. Be a little careful of that one. But you know what I'm saying. Okay? What I'm trying to say here is hire people that can fly a fucking plane well. Not just fly a plane black. Okay? Because that's not going to keep you in the air. The color of your skin is not going to keep you above ground level. The skills of the pilot will do that. Okay? And if the pilot is whatever color, who gives a shit? No one can even see the pilot. Because the pilot's in the cockpit. All people give a shit about is getting to their destinations safely. So let's just let that be the main focus, not the color of the staff. So what I find here really funny too is Alaska Airlines was founded in 1932 in Anchorage, Alaska. That's just funny to me because did we even have fucking planes then? You know, like what were you flying in and out of Alaska? I don't know, like some Eskimos started their own airline? What the fuck is going on here? So we're going to go over to their official website here. And I just want to see, if they have their inclusive bullshit here. See, look, they talk about diversity, but then in their About Us, it's all white people. Probably because white people are the only people living in Alaska. I'll pay you $300 if you could find me a black person in Alaska. What black person is going to Alaska? Corporate information, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Let's click on this. Let's see what they got to say for themselves about the color of their staff. All right, well, I mean, they don't really, what is the Belong Initiative? Oh, here we go. The piece of the cake we've all been looking for. Our dedication to creating an inclusive workplace extends beyond our employees to our guests, suppliers, and the communities we serve, because when everyone belongs, everyone can feel safe, respected, valued, and empowered. Well, you can feel safe if you got a good pilot. I don't think black people are sitting in the back of the plane. That's not a Rosa Parks joke. Looking at the pilot that is black and saying, I'm finally safe! Honestly, I think black people, regardless, feel safer in the air than they do on the ground because there's no, other than the, what is that called? The on-flight sheriff guy? Whatever the fuck it is. They're not worried about him getting up out of his seat A32 and shooting him. You know what I'm saying? In February 2021, we announced our 2025 diversity. Why does it take them so long? 4 years for you to get diverse? You could do it immediately. Just start hiring. Those goals include increasing the racial diversity at all levels within our company to at least 30%. Focusing on creating a culture where every employee feels like they belong and have opportunities to succeed. We believe that education is a critical component on the path to equity, which is why we also create career pathways for at least 175,000 young people with partners like Negro College Fund. What the fuck is the United Negro College Fund? See, now, on MLK Day, I had a video where I talked about how we're talking about race again and segregating again. Now, there's nothing wrong with the United Negro College Fund, okay? Because black people go to college. That's great. Congratulations. But the fact that we're like, I've seen talks about black-only dormitories or white-only dormitories, and it's like, that's segregation. And it's like, even though you're saying, oh, it's segregation by choice, you're still segregating. You know how black and white people and Mexicans will get along? Living together. When you're segregating and you're only with black people and then you're only with white people, that's how we got to this problem in the first place. Because you didn't understand each other. You thought they were different. And that's the problem. We can't be thinking everyone's different just because we're not together. If we're together, if you have a dormitory with black, Asian, white, Mexican, and fucking whatever else there is out there in the world, you'll understand each other a little better. You'll be like, you know what? That Asian guy is cool as fuck. And then you'll probably think, you know what? Many other Asians are cool as fuck. Are there some that are terrible? Of course. Those are human beings. Our workforce profile for race/ethnicity. All right, so whites are 62%, still dominating the airline industry. Okay, and then black. Where's black people? Black, it's lower than Hispanic, lower than Asian. Multiple. What the fuck is multiple race? What? Native, 1.6%. I mean, there's not many Indians left now, So, I mean, you can only hire so many of them. Most of them are working in casinos. Disability representation. Well, I tell you what. I hope he's just the guy that takes your tickets, because please don't be putting disabled people in the cockpit. That's not what we want. Haha, what the fuck is this? Oh, Air Group Black Employees, Allies, and Advocates. Jesus Christ. I mean, the fact that you gotta have all of these groups just to have a fucking job. I don't know, dude. You can, I don't know. This shit drives me crazy. And it's not just because I'm a white man. It's because whatever people's identity is, to where they are so in their own mind about themselves and about their race or whatever, to the point where you're sitting here making 12 different groups. Air Group Pan Asians. I don't know what that means. Pan Pacific? Or why is the symbol for that a dragon and a bowl of noodles? That's kind of fucking racist, but it also makes sense. I don't know. Once these companies their main focus is hey, we want you to feel good. Since when the fuck has a company ever cared if you felt good? They pay you to be there and do your fucking job. They don't pay you to feel good. They're all terrible. They're all terrified of being sued and fucked with. I mean, that's really all you can say about it, I guess. Is if we're going to be inclusive, that's great. But let's also keep the main focus on the pilots here. Okay? Because that's the most important part of the job. The pilots and the air traffic controllers. Completely fine. Whatever you are. Gay, straight, black, white, Asian, brown. It doesn't matter. What matters is you know how to do your fucking job. That's how we should be hiring people. And I hope that's what they're doing. I don't think this means hey, we're just hiring whoever because we want to, because we need diversity. I don't think they're just throwing people in the cockpit and saying, hey, good luck. You're only in there because you're black. I'm sure the people know what they're doing. Well, that's really all I have to say about it. There's not too much more you can say about it. I'm still stuck on the fact that this was founded in 1932. When were the Wright brothers? When did this happen? Alright, so about 30 years after the Wright brothers created the plane, Alaska was like, hey, we can't get the fuck out of this shithole. We need a plane. And so then Alaska Airlines came by and said, you know what, we're going to start flying. But, how many Eskimos were flying back then? Anyways, you guys get it. We all understand. Diversity? Great. But we need good pilots. So let's not shift our focus from who can fly a fucking plane. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give the video a like. Share it to a friend that is terrified to fly because of black people. No. Terrified to fly because planes are flying off of doors. People are crashing. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. But thanks for watching.